I've been getting a lot better at Rogue. I don't know if like it's obvious or not from the stream. Like the first Rogue vs Rogue game I played, like holding let dead late and all that stuff, and like say things like valuing the sprint, getting sprint off as early as possible, keeping sprint opening hand, things like that. Alright, so what about here? If I just pass here, make a dagger next turn. Yeah, okay, that seems okay. I almost feel like I might fall a little bit behind. At least it's mid-range though. I was actually thinking of just coin daggering, attacking, and then if he plays like a mad scientist or a knife juggler, just play barber, even though I only get one charge, and just kill that one as well. Current ladder is tough. I mean, the thing is, there's so many classes that are all good. So honestly, you can get away with playing like anything on ladder right now. You can like, it's reasonable for all of them. I can actually sprint here. I will probably develop the Farseer here first. I don't know. I'm not even sure if like coining to prep the sprint is that great. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have 10 cards next turn, beginning of my next turn. And next turn I'll probably have to deal with the Shredder, which doesn't seem bad. Just gonna develop this guy first. Maybe I can just prep sprint next turn. If I'm assuming that to sap the Shredder anyways, I might as well play this and then prep sprint into sap and then coin sap or something. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I can prep sprint here, and then I'll have to use my coin, or at least use a card, which is probably fine for me. I wonder if this makes sense. I just really want to get the sprint off this turn. I guess I could have, yeah. I can't I wouldn't have been able to coin sap. This guy is actually pretty good against Hunter to proc the traps. Okay, so this is still a 5-drop. Like, it's not the best target to sap, but it's still costing 5 mana to play it and replay it. I'm trying to think if I can take care of this guy a little bit easier though, and then save the sap for a high main. It looks like I can. Actually, I think maybe I could have made the other move, Blood Mage plus backstab, and then use my dagger. I did really want to equip my dagger as a 1/2 right now with the Tinker Oil, like prep Tinker Oil. But I would have got to kept my dude alive as well. I think I do have to value the guy more. So if I just sap, I have a 1/1 and 3/5, save the prep. Or I could use my prep here and also develop the barber. I think that looks a little bit better. Assuming his deck's not running any explosive trap, as a mid-range hunter, I have a little bit more like little minions to proc freezing trap, and I can still proc Tinker Oil without prep next turn. Tinker Oil is kind of weird though with Violet Teacher. It'll have to do. You can't replay high main here. Oh wow, I thought he was gonna clear me. This works out, I think, a lot better for me. Alright, well, I might want to just Tinkerroll and go off here. Although, Shredder looks pretty good as well. I think I just want to Tinkerroll, though. There's a 33% chance to hit my Blood Mage. We'll just go for it.
Here we go.
I'm assuming midrange has like a kind of a hard time dealing with this Violet Apprentice, so I will just take the damage to keep this guy alive. There's pretty much just the only way he can deal with this is basically the second Unleash the Hounds. There's some other like awkward ways to deal with it, like Owl or Knife Juggler get really lucky, but I think it's really important for me to play the Blood Mage this turn so I can cycle it. Wow, this is actually really tempting to just attack this and Fan Knives. I'd go down to 15, but I'd have a pretty gigantic board. The only real issue is I don't get into 5 damage. It's not about my life, as like I waste the 5 damage, but this guy is pretty annoying.
Pay attention, class. Here we go. I'm ready to leave.
You might have lethal next turn. I will get 2 cards here. Let's see.
Instruction begins. I'm ready to leave.
Alright, so if I make a dagger plus Blade Flurry, 2, 3, 4. Might have been safer to like not attack a Violet Teacher. I was thinking I might die to Boombox, but that's pretty unlikely. I figure with 2 draws with both the Blood Mage and the Fan Knives, I would be able to deal with the Dr. Boom.
Well played.
I'm actually not sure if you can keep Tinkerroll against Rogue. It almost seems like a lot of Rogue games come down to like actually drawing Tinkerroll because it's so much damage, and I guess like that's how you get kills in the mirror, but I think you still probably need some stuff early as well.
Here we go.
I almost think turn 4 is a pretty good turn to draw Blood Mage. A lot of times like turn 2 dagger attack, and then they attack on turn 3 re-equipped. But by turn 4 it's kind of awkward to attack the Blood Mage and leave a 1/1 dagger.
This guy's toast. My eyes are open.
I think I need like Deadly Poison to punish that play. It's hard to do anything about it.
Pay attention, class.
Alright, so I don't actually have to load that here. I think that helps me a lot, not having to load that here with this draw. Perfect. I wonder how bad it is, the battle cry. We'll see. It's probably still playable. Alright, so with Tinker Oil and like board advantage, I definitely just want to equip Tinker Oil Battle Cry as soon as I can. I mean, with the combo. This turn though, I'm probably Fan Knives plus SI. I can also Fan Knives, or Blood Mage Fan Knives. This might be my turn to make a big tempo move though. Yeah, I like this. He has a one attack dagger right now, so he really wants to like re-equip this dagger, attack something re-equipped. Going into like these turns, it's really awkward to have a one attack dagger. It's really hard to like Blade Flurry, so I don't want to give him like a perfect target. Plus, I'm really incentivized to stick one minion next turn if I can Tinker Oil, or even like just play Loatheb next turn, since I think I'm far enough ahead if I don't lose my board here. So he basically needs Loatheb, and even then it's gonna be tough for him. I'm just too much ahead on board. I'm assuming unless he has Loatheb, I'm just gonna kill him, and if he does, I can still follow up with a lot of creatures. Maybe I'll have to trade Loathebs. It almost feels like Fan Knives is good in this matchup. Alright, so what is good against her? Backstab SI, actually, or by far the most important, is what I feel. Because at no matter what hunter you're playing against, you do have to deal with both Knife Juggler and Animal Companion, and they're just too good. So maybe Mulligan Fan to get a higher chance to get Backstab SI. Loatheb is like mandatory in Rogue. Rogue is like extremely tempo based. Loatheb is like it does exactly what you want. This is huge. If I can actually backstab Tinker Oil next turn and have a good target, I think he might just be dead. So I'm definitely not attacking with this knife. Okay. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ouch. Second Blade Flurry is not too useful. Let's go ahead and cycle Fan Knives. And probably sap the Mad Scientist. Against Face Hunter, for sure. I can Blade Flurry down the Mad Scientist with some chargers like Wolf Riders or something. Alright, so I need 8 more damage. That's 5 more damage. I wonder if it could have been worth it to prep Sprint and Flurry instead of dropping the Loatheb, considering, like, I get this 5 damage pretty much for sure, but what I'm worried about is not getting the last 3 damage I need. Actually, kind of feels nice to force a hunter to Leroy your dude. All right, we need to decide a sprint or Drake here. Oh yeah, Drake is so good. That kind of gives me enough damage. With the flurry, I don't think I should attack. Yeah, makes sense. Although, if I attack, I can just re-equip dagger and then deadly poison, attack flurry. That's still not enough. It's like because I have extra mana. Actually, seems like I would have been better off with the sprint move instead of Leroy that turn. I mean, he would have got to like hit me with Leroy, but I think with 4 cards, I guess I would have killed him next turn with those cards of Drew. I'm not sure. Alright, so with the Deadly Poison, should probably save SI so I can do turn 4 SI Deadly Poison combo. I'm almost feeling with 2 SIs and the Drake. Because I kept Drake was kind of greedy, I can afford to play 1 SI naked on turn 3. And then turn 4 Deadly Poison plus other SI, turn 5 Drake. It seems better. I'm just going to like not attack. If I attack, that means that I would attack on turn 3, make a dagger again. Most likely.
This guy's toast. Ha, this guy's toast.
Okay, he had to use the coin to proc the combo. So I'm torn between 2 things here. On one hand, I really want to save the backstab for Azure Drake. On the other hand, I don't want to attack this. Since I have Blade Flurry and Tinker Oil, I really don't want to like, if I go Deadly Poison, attack plus SI Agent on his face. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the early poison still.
Ha, this guy's toast.
And save this. What I'm thinking is probably like use this dagger again as one more removal with maybe the Drake, and then later on Tinker Oil plus Blade Flurry, like as with a whole nother weapon.
I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn.
I actually kind of need to play efficiently, although I have 2 cycle spells. Oh, that's really good.
Here we go.
Kind of weird hand though at this point. Like basically out of minions. I guess it's always a problem to be out of minions in all spells. So I'm really reliant on this Drake sticking so I can Tinker Roll it. Otherwise the next moves are going to be really awkward. Nice. It looks like it sticks. So yeah, this is perfect. I can just go backstab, Tinker Oil.
Here we go.
I think he's gonna have to trade this and not attack. Not take the 7, I'm assuming. Five damage, 9 damage. So I'm gonna hold this dagger for Blade Flurry.
My eyes are open.
So the question is, do I just go ahead and eviscerate him? I guess I should. Well, the spell power, and I have Blood Flurry for removal.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn.
Quite awkward.
Here we go.
These are like probably the two worst top decks right now. Like we both have low cards, so sap is kind of weird. Like we don't really have anything to do. If I sap something, you can just replay it again. Uh-oh. Still need to get the last 8 damage. Not exactly what I want to see. I mean, this is 7 damage, but I'm sure Barber's not going to get an attack off after the sprint. And I'm really close to dying as well. If I attack him to 8, 6... There's no way I can even top deck 6 damage. I guess it's possible.
Here we go.
Might have been better off like backstabbing, attacking it, but then I'm taking 3 damage anyways, and I lose the 2 damage. Most importantly,
Well played.
it does open me up to oil though
Well played.
with the minion on board.